Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 5-year member, Michaela Scott.
I would like to introduce Susan and Rick. Susan and Rick are high school sweethearts, and to them, family is everything. I learned how Rick stood by Susan through years of her fighting breast cancer. I was referred as they were just coming up for air. Through thoughtful discussion, we constructed a financial plan that worked for them. Over the years, finances stabilized, and we were there to help them celebrate some of the best moments life has to offer. Right around the 4th of July, I received a call from Susan. It is only when I heard Susan's first words that I realized how out of place my over-exuberant hello was, and how odd it was for her to hear, "How are you?" It was this call when Susan let me know Rick had been in an accident and was airlifted to the hospital. He had been in a coma for a week. The family was at his bedside when they made the decision to remove him from life support. Shortly after Rick's funeral, Susan and I sat together at the same kitchen table where Rick told us that if anything happened, he needed his family to be okay. Even at a time when Susan couldn't possibly see how everything was going to be okay, she recognized the gift of knowing Rick's wishes, of knowing what they had and where it all was, that they had the right insurance. She was motivated to review and organize everything for the kids, and we covered it all, or so I thought. I kept in frequent touch with Susan, and her answers grew increasingly positive when I asked, "How are you doing today?" That is until a frantic call. Someone stole Rick's identity. Yes, her deceased husband's identity. Just when the sympathy card stopped, she started getting new credit cards and bills in the mail with his name on them. A fraudulent tax return was filed in his name. She was devastated. She felt preyed upon during this time of unimaginable grief, victimized while trying to keep her head above water as a sudden widow with 2 young kids. I was disgusted to find out this is all too common. The fastest growing white-collar crime in America is identity theft. Over 2,000 people per day in the US have their identity stolen after death. That is 3 out of 10 deceased getting their identities stolen. Susan wondered what she could have done to prevent this, and so did I. I wish I had known to tell Susan, don't put too much information in the obituary. Leave out things like mother's maiden name. Report Rick's death to the Social Security office. Contact the DMV and cancel his driver's license to prevent duplicates. Check his credit report and ask each credit bureau to put on a deceased alert. Shut down his social media accounts. I thought we covered everything. I never anticipated identity theft post-death. What is your "if I had only known" moment? Whatever memory this sparked in you, please find someone to share your story with this week. And if you're lucky enough to be the person who hears another story, listen with the intention to put their lessons into service. Let's celebrate our unique stories and successes with the earned confidence everybody in this room shares. The knowledge that we go far above and beyond for our clients, so we never have to hear them say, "If I had only known."